Wonderful. Looking at these paintings, portraits of Misia Sert, perhaps we can imagine her playing the piano section of Fauré's Le Chien, the Swan, dedicated by the composer to Sert. Or then again we may hear the music of Chopin or Schubert, several of her favorites. We would then, by virtue of an inward eye, be transported, transposed through the universal language of music, to the days of La Rue Blanche in Paris, to Misia's apartment near the Place de la Concorde, within the company of groups of artists and intellectuals, a magical world of creative potential that had not, imaginatively, existed since the studio low of Isabella d'Este. And there with Misa, along with writers Mallarmé and Valéry, Proust and Reverdy, with the painters Redon, Toulouse-Lautrec, Monet, and Renoir, and then the Nabi group, Bonnard, Denis, Vouliard, and Valeton. We would be witness to composers Ravel, Debussy, and Stravinsky debut their most recent works, or Eric Satie perform trois morceaux in forme de pois, followed by Enrico Caruso singing Italian songs. We could travel with these friends to Serre's house in the countryside near Fontainebleau, and eat lunch under the trees on her estate, over a large table debating ideas and ideals about art and aesthetics, listening to stories about political intrigues and their love affairs, advancing the future of the Russian ballet in Paris. In the afternoon, Vouliard begins a picture of Misia that only a person in love with the principles of beauty would dare. I don't know where one would be without the gift of memory, what one would be. Without it there is no meaning, so I imagine there would be nothing left at all. How should one be remembered but through the agency of others? At least 2 books have been published that tell the story of Misia Sert, 2 books and perhaps as many as 40 portraits. That is what is left. I imagine most of the people who knew or met Misia are gone too. It's sad. It's important we have what remains, keeping it close, saving Misia from oblivion. And thus it's important we regard and revisit the music and the paintings, and the poems and the pictures of Misia Sert. But it is not the things themselves which we should value most. These artifacts have importance in themselves, but only in that they inspire memories, giving meaning to life. Art is magical, memory a gift emitted from the ether, and Misia Sert is our saving grace. Her memory is our salvation from the damnation of ignorance, from complacency, of forgetting.